Welcome, welcome. You know, we're always, it seems like we're always really close to being late. So this time I decided to be a little early because I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Are we there? Hello? Hello, hello. Hello. I had a few ideas I wanted to share with you tonight. So that was my main goal of doing this tonight. Anybody there? Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, and you can hear me, right? And I even got a lesson on how to work this program. So I should be doing much better tonight. I'm hoping I do much better tonight than I did last week. I know we muddled through, but I could do so much better. Hello, yay, you can hear me. How about that? It's amazing what happens when you know how to work a program. These programs actually are good for something. Oh my, there's a lot of you there. Hi, everybody. And you can hear me. Okay, so I just want to start off. I'm going to show you a few pictures. And you guys know that people send me pictures and I like it. I do. I like it. Sometimes I don't respond because I don't have time, but I do really like it. So I'm going to start off by showing you some pictures and then we can proceed and answer any questions you have and we'll go from there. And because I know how to work the pictures now, we can actually draw and we can do all kinds of things. The cream denim was sold. It was, yes. A lot of the fabrics are sold. But we will leave those fabrics up till tomorrow night. There's still, like, the Lulu is left. I was really surprised that the Lulu is left. The Holy Black, the Holy White. There's some really good fabrics left. I think that blue is beautiful. The one I made the dress out of. I should have worn my dress tonight. That dress is amazing. It's so pretty. Australia. Hi, Vera. Yeah, a lot goes, but there's still a lot left and it's all good stuff. It's really good stuff. Okay, so while we're all kind of coming on, Central Texas, are you still there? We had more tornadoes, you guys. I thought, oh no, another webcast and more tornadoes and more lights out. But we didn't lose power. We made it and we're here and we're happy. We're really grateful. Okay, so I want to show you a couple things. First off, I'm going to show you is this jean jacket. And this jean jacket, what I wanted to show you about it is, I love the edging on it. You look what they did is they left no collar and they just stitched it and you could fray the edges. No band at the bottom, no cuffs. Isn't that cute? I thought that was just really cute. So there you have it, just a real simplified version. Okay. Okay, so the next I want to show you this is 523 and let's make it a little bit bigger so you can kind of see the details. But you know, I've done a halter out of it, but you can see that that's a great way to use lace. And I probably wouldn't leave the sleeves open like that. I think it'd be cute to gather. Wouldn't that be cute? And just a part lace and you can lengthen it to make a dress. I thought that was just a really great idea. Okay, and then I wanted to show you this one. It's going to be a real throwback now. It's going to be a real throwback. You got to be ready for this. This is, as we all know it, the tube top. The tube top, but if you make it out of a real, like that blue knit would be beautiful, just real drapey, real slinky. I just think that's so pretty. And then you could put elastic around here, but you could do this to match something that you were wearing it with. Like if you were wearing it under a cardigan, you could make this fabric match the cardigan. It would look like a little set. I just think that's adorable. Put elastic in the side here. It's just literally a tube, but all this draping is just caused by elastic through the side here. So I thought that was adorable. All right, and then I've got one more I want to show you, and that is this one. And I saw this in the store, and so I took a picture of it. Let me make it bigger. It's Veronica Beard, and I've actually done this before, but I wanted you to see it so that you could kind of reinvent the idea. It's really just a border lace, but you can make the border out of anything. So then you cut the straight line and you apply it basically onto a tank top. These are gathered. If you do it in a real soft drapey fabric, they drape over the arms and they're very, very pretty. So this concept, just done not quite so rigid. This is very rigid to me. It almost sticks out. I don't know if I like it, but I like the idea. And you could really do this in a really soft drape. It could even be coordinating fabric. I think it's just a great idea to utilize a tank top. And if it was soft fabric, it would just kind of meld into the top itself. Okay? All right, so that's all I've got. You guys, it's your question answer time. I'll hush up and I'll let you do your thing. I'm trying to get rid of these photos. Okay, so everybody's good? Let's see what we've got. Central Texas. Hi, Central Texas. We've not seen the bad stuff yet. It is moving from, what, west to east? Yeah, it's moving from west to east. So if you're in the line, you know, hang in. It wasn't that bad, I will say. We did get hail. But we didn't lose power. It wasn't near as bad as a couple weeks ago. So that's what we always compare it with, is something that we had before that was really bad, right? It's like a beaten child that, you know, as long as you stop beating, they're happy. They don't care how you treat them as long as you stop beating. Okay, so ruching is really popular. Remember that whenever you ruche, it's a 1.5 to 1. So it's a good standard to go by. How much bigger do you want to make it? 1.5 to 1, and that will make it look really good. 2 to 1 is too much. It's just too much. So 1.5 to 1 is a good way to do that. Okay, what else? You guys, you have questions? What are you sewing? What are you making? I'm working on just some stuff for me for the summer. You won't ever see it. It's just, you know, leftover pieces of fabric that make great little leggings or great little yoga pants. I live in yoga pants. I sleep in yoga pants. I love yoga pants. So you can never have enough. We have a new, we have the sewing machine is up. Our cover stitch. Can I tell you about that? Oh my goodness. We have 2 cover stitch machines. So I really for a long time just thought that, you know, you can make a longer stitch on your tops. And I mean, I'm wearing my top. And you can make a longer stitch and it's okay. And it is. It is. Don't get me wrong. It is. But lately, I think just because I make a lot of my clothes, I really wanted them to be better, more. I don't know, just I don't know, more exact. And so with that, I've kind of gotten hooked on cover stitching. And I mean, it's been like a year ago. I've been obsessed with this cover stitching. But I went out to see really what would be the cheapest machine, and they're not inexpensive, but considering all in all, they're not that bad. I was surprised. I thought they would be a lot more. They can be a lot more. They can be all the way up to 6,000, but the 2 that I found are under 2,000. So one is an industrial machine, and it's 1,500, and one is the Baby Lock. It's Baby Lock. What is it? A Baby Lock. What's the name? Let me think. Oh, Euphoria. A Baby Lock Euphoria. And it's just a cover stitch machine. So I know a lady a friend of mine who sews professionally, and she has a Euphoria. She uses a Euphoria. But she also has the industrial, and she did that because sometimes she has to go and she has to sew like on set of something, and she can't take her industrial machine, but she can take that Euphoria. So that's kind of why she does it. Okay, the pink jacket you showed, what type of fabric would fray better? Just do like a woven, like that would be like a woven denim, a woven twill. I made one similar to stretch cotton. It was a double to fray. So that's because stretch cotton it's too fine a fabric. You need you need a twill. Look for a twill. The twill will untwill very well. All right. Okay, so you guys do have cover stitch machines and you use them? And you love them? Like, I'm so excited about this cover stitch machine. I really am. So, like, I'm just ridiculously excited. So I guess I'm just the last one to the party is what you're saying. Everybody else already has one, and I'm just, you know, the last one here. But it has 2 upper needles and 1 lower looper. and it gives that great, or three, you can have three upper threads if you want, but it just gives that great stitch. And it's just amazing how nice it is, and how, I think the best word I know how to use is how professional. It's very, very professional. And I just really like it. It's more so than the other stuff that I have. Oh, you guys, you've got one. Well, if not, if you don't have one and you're thinking about it, we got them. We can ship them directly to you. And then we also have, what else is new? We have a new pre-sale going on. We have a pre-sale going on of 4014. 4014 is Shelley's dress. We are bringing it back. 4014 is just for the summer. And so it's just a perfect dress. I mean, I had it in a workshop a couple weeks ago, and then I had it in a workshop again, and we just got to bring it back. So we're bringing it back. So right now it's in pre-sale. We will pre-sale it through the end of March, and then we'll deliver it the middle of April. And it's all Fit to Stitch. We've donated that pattern to Fit to Stitch, so all contributions go to Fit to Stitch, and it really, really, really helps Fit to Stitch. Okay, I love my cover stitch since forever. Good. Cover stitch sounds good, but I will not be investing in one. I expect Minnie Wilbo. Yeah, you know, I think it is certainly a machine that you only buy one, and you buy one for life, basically, because, you know, even if you do a lot of cover stitch, they don't change. They don't upgrade. This is a self-threader. The one, well, there's two. The one from Baby Lock is a self-threader. The one from, it's called Thor, is an industrial machine. But, I mean, yeah, it's completely up to you. If you don't want one, or feel like you don't need one, or you don't want to pay for one, I totally get that. Like, I totally get that. All we're doing is we want to bring it to those who do want one and who feel like they would like to use it. It's like a little toy, basically. It is great for knits. It's great for knits. Cover stitch sounds good. Use cover stitch all the time. Do you? That many of you have one. See, I never know. But do you guys have one that you convert over to your serger, or do you have a cover stitch that's standing just by itself? I wonder, because I had one that could convert over. I just never converted. Like, I never did it. You know, it was the 5 thread or whatever it was. Maybe it just wasn't good and I didn't like it, but I just never did the conversion. But to have a machine sitting there all by itself that's ready to go, and it just only needs 3 threads, and I can thread it really quickly, I can tie it off and pull it through, that I'll use. Especially, like I said, as much as I sew, as many knits as I sew, and I want them to look good. I want them to look really good. I want them to look professional. All right. What else you guys sewing on? So you know about that. You know about 4014. I have a Bernina L890 that converts. Do you actually convert it? I mean, do you do that? I mean, I know that they sell that, but do we actually do it, do you think? That converts. Oh, it's easy. Oh, okay. Okay. I have a standalone, more convenient. I would agree with that. That standalone, that's why the industrial one, if you're interested in this industrial sewing machine, you gotta look at it. Comes with a table. Like, the table is part of the machine. And so it sits all by itself in its own little space in your room. And I just love that idea. I really do. Do you have any tips for how to find topics about silhouette alterations on YouTube? It was much easier on your old website. It wasn't. I mean, look, that list was so outdated. But what do you mean alterations? Like, you mean just topics? If you just go to the live section in YouTube and search for live, all of the webcasts are there. Just go to live and just put in the topic you're looking for, and it'll come up. I mean, YouTube organizes them way better than we did. Okay, the word is converting is a bore. Get a standalone. That's so funny. Converting is just takes time. We're spoiled. I think that's the only, every once in a while when I say to myself, you know, something that's so easy and I say, oh, that's hard, I just tell myself I'm just completely spoiled. Now I'm going to give a thought to getting a standalone cover stitch. I do not convert. Standalone cover stitch, they don't make anymore. Oh yeah, no, this is an industrial standalone. You guys will find that the industrial sewing machines, we did a whole thing on this on PBS. The industrial sewing machines are cheaper. Are cheaper. Now, I mean, I love Baby Lock and Viking and Bernina, I love all those machines, but typically the industrial machines are cheaper than the home models because my serger converts once you know how it's easy. Yeah, I would agree with that. So 923 today, love it. Oh, I do too. You guys, good. 923, you guys, is um, the new Cardi, that we have. I have the Baby Lock Triumph that also converts to the cover stitch, and it's great. Yeah, they don't have the Triumph anymore, but I hear you. That's the older model. Not older, but it's just not. They don't sell the Triumph anymore, or do they? No, I think they only sell. They only have 3 that convert. The Accolade. Oh, the Triumph is too. The Triumph is the top of the line. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Baby Lock Triumph. It's like $6,500. Somebody's got a lot of bucks out there. How do you decide what color thread to use in your serger? The last sew along, it looks like it was black thread on medium blue fabric. I need to get a few serger colors and don't want too many. Yeah, so that's why I sell the ones I do. I sell black, I sell red, brown, and navy, white. That's about it. I use white on everything light, and I use black on everything dark. And now not when I'm top stitching. When I'm top stitching, you want to go with a thread that's just a little bit darker than what you're doing. But as long as you like it, I don't think there's any right rules, good, bad, or different. Standalone cover stitch. Yay! See, we've got them. We're right intact. Hello from Florida. Conversion is easier and faster than in the past. I use a second 4-thread serger machine most times. Yeah, you leave one done and then you have the second serger machine. It just seems like that would be so much easier. Like, over the years as I've bought new sergers, I've kept my old ones just so I don't have to change out the thread. So I have a black serger and a white serger. See, again, we're spoiled. I get it. You always have the right color thread for serging to convert. Again, I don't have that many colors, but lately too, one thing I have started doing, I've noticed in myself, is I want a serger thread to match way closer. Like even this, what I have on is a light blue, and I did use a white inside, and it looks good because the light blue is light enough that the white looks nice. But I don't know, I'm tempted to start investing in like light blue serger, just kind of step up my serger cone investment just a little bit. Where to buy industrial machine? We put it up on the site. We've got, it's called Thor. It's a 3-thread. It's a bottom looper and 2 uppers. So it's a bottom looper and 2 uppers. It's an industrial machine. It's $1,500, but it's $300 to ship the machine to you unless you come to Dallas and pick it up. If you come and pick it up, you save $300. So, and you can come fabric shopping at the Store of Fabrics. And if you come May 20th, you can come to our party. But anyway, so that's just food for thought. But it's $300 because that $300, you have to ship it to a residential. And even a residential, those shipping costs are higher. So it's $300 to ship it. So the total is $18. Husky Lock converts, but it's a pain. It does convert. I had a Husky Lock, and I just never did it because it's so much work. How do I decide which cover stitch machine? I think that's a good question. I don't think there's a right one for you, but here's some thoughts, okay? If you have enough space, I'd be tempted to go the industrial, the Thor. It comes with its own table, so you have to have space. If you don't have a lot of space, then you might do the Baby Lock, because the Baby Lock cover stitch is light. It's, it's a self-threader. It's a little more, if you're nervous, it's a little, got a little more holding your hand kind of thoughts. And it's not that much more expensive. You're talking $1,800 for the industrial with the shipping. Now it's only $1,500 if you drive here, but let's say $1,800. And then the Baby Lock, he's doing it. You don't buy it from me. You buy it from him. He's doing it for $2,000. He's doing it for $19.99 plus the shipping. And the shipping wouldn't be $300 because you don't have the table. So it just depends on what, kind of how you feel. But both are going to do a good job. they're both pretty efficient machines and they're both pretty fast machines. So I don't think that's really an issue either. I don't know how you decide. I think it's just you gotta, throw up a penny in the air and say heads or tail and see which way it goes. How do you finish the exposed collar piece section for 923? I serge it. The back you're talking about, the exposed back. From seam to seam, I serge that right in there. You don't have to serge it. It's a knit. You don't have to serge knits. Knits won't do anything. They'll just stay there. Hi from Whitley, Texas. Tornado warning. May have to go to storm shelter. Yeah, you guys, it's crossed over us. It's headed to you all. But the tornado's dissipated, so I'm not a weather person. But they kept, our sirens were going off and everything, and then all of a sudden, it all just went away. So I think the tornadoes have kind of settled, even though they're doing tornado warnings, just because I think they want everybody to be safe, obviously. We've had very, very bad tornadoes here in the past, and so they don't want anybody to get hurt. So be careful out there, you guys. I'm in my safe space. My office in my house is actually my safe space. There's, it's the most secure place in the house, so I'm good. I'll lose power way before I lose anything else, though. I have two sergers as well, one with black thread, one with white. Have lots of colors that I don't use. I think that's one thing that I have started doing lately. I've tried really hard. I'm not going to call it lazy, but I've tried really hard not to be lazy and really change my serger threads. And I have found that I really like my garments better. I really like when I look inside for them to look nice. I want the insides. I don't want them to be perfect. I'm not that crazy, but I do want them to look nice. And I don't know. So I've started matching a little bit better. I think we're going to start to carry some more serger cone colors. And so, like a lighter blue, like especially for a spring with all these, like a hot pink would be nice. But red works really well on a hot pink, just FYI. You can't really tell much difference between hot pink and red. That works really well. Let's see. Baby Lock made the first home serger. They did, and at one point they had, kind of patents or copyrights or whatever on them, and they've all run out. So everyone's doing the air threading and everyone's kind of doing that too. Is the storm going to Alabama? I thought it was going, oh yes, it's going west to east. Yes. Yep. But I think it's going enough north that I don't know if Alabama will get it, or you guys tell me, are y'all getting it? It's crazy weather. It's spring. That's what spring is all about. It's exciting. It's wonderful, but it's spring. And you get the hot and the cold meeting each other and they're fighting it out, and, we'll see what happens. All right, so it's all serger talk. So that's kind of cool, you guys. I love the thread matching. I do too. I do think I'm certainly not a perfectionist. You guys know that. But I do like to choose details that I start to get better and better, and that's one detail that I've started on. I really like that thread to match, and plus the sewing looks so much better. It really actually makes you look like you're a really, really good sewer. Applications you use the cover stitch for. So you should know that when you're using the cover stitch, it also does bra straps. It does handles. It does all kinds of things like that. So it's not just for hems, but it's for neckline. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little YouTube on both. Not right now, like a couple months down the road. But just all the things you can do with a cover stitch machine, I think that would be really helpful for all of you to see that, because I think that we don't get enough exposure to them. That's an opinion. Because when I sat and watched the guy and all the things he did on a cover stitch machine, I thought that is a really handy little machine. And again, once you have it, it's not like you have to buy a new one like we do in sewing machines, or, you have it and you have it for a long, long time. I like the cover stitch around the neck and armholes on a tank. I agree. Baby Lock sometimes does 0 interest for 5 years. Yes, so if you do, there's a good reason to buy Baby Lock, because if you just want to not take it out of your budget right now, the Baby Lock dealer, and I put the link on our site to him, they do financing. So I don't know how long it goes. I don't know what the interest rate is, but they do financing. So, that sometimes sways our decisions as to what we're going to buy, as to if we can do financing. I think that's an excellent reason. I have a few different colors, and I've learned that too, Peggy. I made a coat that I love and didn't match the thread, and I so wished I had changed it out. I know. But if we are learning those lessons, I think those lessons are invaluable. What things are important to us? What things do we really find important? Because sewing is on all levels. And, there's a lot of women who are beginning to sew, and, they're just worried about the big details, not the little details. But I think as we go on, then we can start to focus on those little things, and we can make it work when it's important for us. What is the dress number you're bringing back? 4014. It's called Shelley's Dress. And it's up on the Fit to Stitch site. It's under donations. I'll put it under dresses on the Silhouette Pattern site, and it'll link to the Fit to Stitch site. Hemming leggings for us shorter people. Well, hemming leggings for any people is really helpful, especially the hem of leggings. Leggings have a lot of stretch that they have to endure because, they're leggings. And so, yes, it really does help to have the cover stitch for that. I love my Baby Lock serger. Now, so do you have, great for belt loops. So belt loops, the same thing. You actually can do straps, tank top straps and those type of things. Is your serger straight cover stitch, or do you convert it, your Baby Lock? I use both the cover stitch and the serger on my Baby Lock Triumph. Okay, so Triumph, you guys, just so those of you who don't know, Triumph is the high end. It's, I want to say around 6,000. So just FYI, and it does convert. The cover stitch that I put on the website is the least expensive one, and it's only a cover stitch, the $2,000 one. There's a $2,000, and it's on sale for $2,000. It's actually normally $2,500. He's doing it for $2,000. But there's a $2,000 one, like a $4,000 one, a $6,000 one. The $6,000 is the Triumph. So just know they get pricey. So I didn't want to offer the pricey ones. We're just offering the bare bones one. Even the bare bones are expensive. I use both the cover stitch and the serger on my Baby Lock Triumph. I changed color. Cool. I wanted a second serger for many years, and I finally found one, I think, at a thrift store. I have one with black thread and one with tan, gray, or light blue. Serger setup is faster than a sewing machine. Well, look, I personally am so scared of sergers that I would find at a thrift store because I feel like I know a serger, sort of, but I don't know it that well. And so if it's not working, I just spend more time getting it to work than the thing that just purrs. So I just want a purr machine. And because I sew so much, I just can't afford time-wise for it not to work. But we all, I don't know if we all do. We don't have a lot of time. We need our sewing to be like, Johnny Spot. Light to mid-gray serger threads are a great addition to black and white. They're almost invisible. That is true. I use a light on a beige and you can't even see it. And a light gray, that's a good color. I'll have to add that in. A light gray I think is a really good color. That's a great suggestion. When on a budget, use cone thread in your loopers and run off 4 bobbins to use the needle threads. I do that. It takes so much time to get all that ready. I don't know, I'm just so spoiled again. It just takes a lot of time to wind all those threads and do all that. Appreciate the number tags on all the color combos with the last fabric you two. Yeah, that was Laura. I shouldn't tell on Laura, but she came to a workshop and she brought me this pack of tags. So there's enough tags that will last for a while. I think there's like 120 tags in this box. So she's so funny. But anyway, it was nice to have those big old tags. But then I felt really wasteful because it was over. And, and then I thought, okay, can we recycle them? What can we do? So we actually decided we could put labels over them and use them again. So you'll see them again. They'll just have labels on top and, we'll remark the numbers. But anyway, it's so appreciated when you guys, just see the obvious. We've got so much going on sometimes. We just don't see the obvious. And when you all see the obvious and can make a suggestion like that, it's really, really appreciated. Just know that. When you're on a budget, use cone thread in your looper. Yeah, okay, I got that. Sorry, I read that. Appreciated that. Okay, got it. Okay, so everybody's good. It's 8:25. No questions. Everybody's sewing along, zipping along, having a great time. spring. This is, we've got tornadoes out there, we've got rain, we've got cold for the next few days. But I just love it. I'm hunkered down, I'm sewing, I'm just having a great time. So I hope you are too. We have lots of great things. Check out, we have the new sergers, the new cover stitch sergers, the pre-sale 4014. We'll send it all out in an email tomorrow, and we will see you next Thursday. All right. You know what it is. It's happy sewing. Bye.